tell you this. I've seen a lot of crazy things when it comes to football, and I wouldn't be so surprised. I've seen a lot of crazy things with the New York Jets, a.k.a. the butt fumble. So there you go. Anyways, when you look at your game and you try to compare and contrast a player in the NFL right now, what type of player or what player in the NFL right now will you compare your game to?
I'll compare my game to, I'd say, Grady Jarrett, Atlanta Falcons nose tackle, and then Geno Atkins, Cincinnati Bengals 3-tech. That's the two people I think I met my game mirrors off, because Geno Atkins, he's strong, he's a workhorse, but then Grady Jarrett, he's a finesse D tackle. He's small, undersized, he's 6 foot, but he can move. Like he split double teams well.
You know, you're very impressive because you use two guys that nobody, no recruit, no defensive tackle, no defensive end, and no linebacker that we've interviewed has ever come up with those two names, and you gave us two of them. So I am very impressed. Very impressed.
You were talking about the finesse defensive tackles and Grady Jarrett being one of them. He's actually one of the most underrated in the game. I actually thought if the Falcons held on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl like they should have, I thought he should have been MVP if they did end up winning. But you see that kind of finesse thing taking over. Can you see that kind of thing becoming a new norm, even in 3-4 defenses too, where it's not really as big of a prominent thing? Could you see that kind of thing taking over the game?
Oh yeah, of course. I see it. I mean, I see it taking over. It's already starting to take over. I mean, there's definitely going to be some changes. I mean, coaches don't want someone too tall. I mean, you easily get to their chest. They want them short, fast, quick switch players like Aaron Donald. It's a couple of, like, Grady Jarrett is just like him, but Grady Jarrett just got a lot more things to, like, work on.
Now, Terion, I know you're a Cam Newton fan, and I know he went out, you came to your birthday or whatever. I'm telling you, I'm a Cam Newton fan too, but if you're rooting for Cam Newton on that New England Patriot team, then we got a problem, my friend. Then me and you have a problem, because as much as I love Cam Newton, and I've told him I knew Cam Newton was going to the Patriots before the draft. I said, you watch.
We had a big argument on it, and I thought he was nuts.
And he thought I was nuts. And I said, you watch. If he doesn't get picked up at the end of the draft, the Patriots are going to get him on the cheap. And what happened? The Patriots got him on the cheap. So if you're rooting for New England, I'm not going to be a very happy person with you, my friends, because I like you already. I think your story is great. I think your personality is great. You're playing for an SEC team, a Vanderbilt team. I hope they run all over LSU and Alabama. They can kiss my ass too. But I want to see you dominate the SEC and your talent dominate the SEC. Now, your father is the one that trains you and pushes you, and you got two brothers. And did your father see you at a young age naturally be an NCAA, NFL type of player? Did he see that in you, or did it take a little while for him to see that?
No, I mean, he always said, like, oh yeah, he said, you will be good at this. He said, you got it. I mean, he said, hard work, you will get there. I mean, we always talk about, we was actually just talking about it earlier. I mean, he said he seen me going. I mean, that's his motivation. My parents believe, I believe myself anyway, but if I got somebody backing me up, you know, I'm going to push for it. That's what I want. I want to be called across the stage, called from home, celebrate with my family, because I just made it. There's no more struggle.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. At the NFL draft, I'm getting invited to your house or getting invited to the NFL draft at your table, and I'm going to be one of those guys that are going to give you a cheer, okay? I should be invited.
Yeah,
I deserve it. I deserve it. Speedy, I mean, a lot of these NFL, these recruits, they all told me I can come over, hang out, have some, some Cheetos and whatever they have as food for me to eat. I love hot dogs, by the way. And if it is in New York, you're going to love the Dirty Dogs if you actually go to New York. But
did you just say last week you don't like hot dogs?
I love Dirty Dogs. Okay. I love city hot dogs.
Okay.
I love Dirty Dogs. And that's something that you never had before, my friend. And once you get an opportunity to come to New York and try their Dirty Dogs on the street, I know they might smell a little funky, but they taste delicious, my friend. So I'll make sure that you get 10 or 12 dogs before you get up there and shake Roger Goodell's ugly hands. Anyways, Before we let you go, we do this with a lot of different recruits. We do this with a lot of different athletes. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. They are going to be a little crazy, and I know there's a lot of people watching, but I want you to give me funny, serious answers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. First question is, boxers or briefs, and why?
I mean, I say briefs. Yeah. You gotta breathe down that. Nobody, boxers.
But what happens? But what happens if you were in a cup, man? I mean, I don't know how briefs or boxers would help you in that situation.
I mean, briefs. I mean, it's comfortable. It's more comfortable than boxers. You got couple on. I mean, the boxers are loose. But briefs, you can get busy and brief.
You can get busy in briefs. I like that. That's a slogan. Yeah, you should use that. Haynes will get you. You'll be in charge of the Haynes when you get your NFL contract. Haynes will reach out to you, and you can get busy in these Haynes briefs. You know, if Terion Sugick is wearing briefs, you should wear briefs too. Get busy with them.
Get him and Michael Jordan on a commercial.
Get funky with them. Okay, favorite snack and why?
Your favorite who?
Favorite snack and why?
I say Rice Krispie treats. I don't know why. That's just my favorite snack. I mean, we at my dad's house all the time, going there, eat a couple Rice Krispie treats.
Well, maybe if you get drafted by the Lions, you and Snacks can share them.
Errol will bring some more too.
I did. It's funny. I was talking to Marcus, and Marcus Bradley from Maryland actually brought up Snacks Harrison. I said, I interviewed Snacks a couple of years ago at an event, and before the event, I knew he was going to be there. I brought him a box of Rice Krispie treats, and I gave it to him before I interviewed him. He followed me around the whole event. As he would only interview with me. And now that I know you like Rice Krispie treats, I know you'll let me sit at your table because I'll bring you 2 or 3 boxes of it. So there you go. You can enjoy it. Last question. First of all, if you can choose a woman of your pickings, okay, and I want you to be honest, okay. Would you rather a woman like Halle Berry, or would you rather a woman like Kate Upton, and why?
You said like who?
Kate Upton or Halle Berry, and why?
I don't. Trying to think. I got to think on that a little bit. I mean, I say Halle Berry. I don't know why, but
well, we got something in common because I asked you Halle Berry because I was waiting for it. I am a Halle Berry fan. Grew up a Halle Berry fan. I'm in love with her. So there you go. So me and you have something in common. Now I have in common with something with Marcus, and we have something in common with Terion Sugick. So I'm actually happy. Thank you.
I don't have to buy a lot of Rice Krispie treats.
No, I don't. No, I'm going to buy him a couple of boxes. He's inviting me to the draft, man. So I'm going to buy him a couple of boxes. Anyways, Terion, why don't you tell the fans how they can find you on social media, my friend?
You said what?
Tell the fans how they can find you on social media.
You can find me on social media. My @ is T9NKK. That makes my nickname. It's a unique name, Tank, because I went number 9 high school, so it's T9NKK on Instagram, and then Twitter is my last name and then my first name, SUGICK TERION.
You know what's funny about you? Every time you talk, you put a smirk on your face. I wonder what you're looking at. I don't know what you're looking at. Whatever you're looking at, I'm sure you have a smirk on your face. Maybe you just naturally you like to smile. But I love that. Because I sit here. I want to see the face gestures because I don't know if you watch our show. I absolutely, after our show, I watched different clips of our show to look at this kid's faces and some of the things that I say to some of the recruits. He makes these weird, ridiculous faces. I want to take pictures of it, and I want to create a Speedy page where everybody can see the different faces that this kid makes. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Definitely watch if you're going to do that. Definitely watch the one on Tuesday. Our second guest, Carlton Lorenz, who's an offensive lineman, he was describing this tackle double pass play. I was stunned when I heard that, and I was amazed by that kind of thing just existing.
Honestly, you guys are very, very unique. Every single one of you recruits that we've interviewed some of the best top 100 recruits in the country, and every single day we've interviewed. So far, we've probably interviewed maybe 30 recruits, top 100 recruits, and you're one of them. And everybody that we've interviewed are very unique by themselves, and you're very unique because when you answer the question, you have a smirk on your face. Maybe you're thinking of something. I don't know what it is, but I definitely find your personality to be very intriguing and very interesting. I can't wait to watch you on a football field, my friend.
Yes, sir.
There's a smirk. You see that? There's the smirk. I tell you. You got a smirk, man. But I'd like to thank you for joining us, Terion. And definitely, we'd love to get you back on again. So whenever the season does start, before the season, I don't know if there's going to be a season this year. As we hear it, if there is a season, it won't start until January. And if there is a season or next season, even before the season, I would love to get you on, maybe even get you on the FM dial here on Long Island for all the Long Island fans around this area within the 60-mile radius to get to know who you are.
Okay, great.
Terion, thank you for joining us, my friend.
No problem.